Fam on three. 1, 2, 3. Fam, welcome back to Black Flag Athletics, home of Black Flag Barbell Club. I am Coach Pawel, joined by Coach
Pete Nelson.
And we are on our lovely patio this afternoon. Everybody loves to clean. Some people love to snatch. Not a lot of people love to clean and jerk. Okay, so we're actually going to go over the jerk and how to set up first, and then some of our favorite accessory movements that we use as part of prep and also as accessory work to help us get more comfortable, more stable in that split jerk position. So what we're going to have Pete is set up in basically that receiving stance when he already came out of that clean. Okay, there are a million and one ways to figure out the split jerk position for each individual athlete. We're not going to go into details for that. We're just going to go over the points of performance or where we want to be when we find that split. So big thing is weight distribution evenly between both feet. So he's got 50% on his back leg, 50% of his weight distributed on his front leg. That back foot is turned in slightly so it's in line with that shin, with that knee. There's also a slight knee bend on that back leg, so we're not pushing ourselves forward. So Pete, if you can just extend that leg fully, that back leg. If we do that, we have a tendency to push ourselves forward. We don't want to do that. We want to absorb the force evenly, so we're going to have that knee bend. And also that front knee is either directly above that ankle or slightly behind. Okay, so what Pete is going to do is going to step back, front foot, back foot. Perfect. What you can't see right now is actually Pete's feet are right underneath his hips, slightly wider. And what we're going to do is dip, drive, and split. Okay, so just pay attention to his feet on this first one. Perfect. Step back. And what we want to do is, we don't want to come out of that too quickly. We want to dip, drive, split, and hang out there for a couple seconds. And be very mindful of how we're feeling and how that weight is distributed between both feet, and adjust. So Pete's going to do one more. Dip, drive, and split. He's going to hang out there for a second and adjust as needed, okay? He's actually in a very good position right now, but I can't really tell what he's feeling as an athlete. So if you're an athlete, really feel where your weight is distributed. If it's too much forward, come back a little bit. If it's too much on the back foot, come forward, okay? Last piece here is the torso position throughout, okay? In similar videos that we talked about in the past, especially in that dip, we want to keep that torso nice and vertical, but as we split, you'll notice Pete's torso doesn't really shift forward or backward too much, right? It's going to stay in that nice vertical plane where it is now as he dips, drives, and splits, okay? Beautiful. And come back. So what we're going to have to do is Pete is going to do one incorrectly where as he dips and drives, his torso moves forward, and see what happens. Exactly. So hang on there, Pete. When that torso shifts forward, what's going to happen to that weight? It's going to come forward. We're going to try to compensate back. We're going to lose that jerk coming up. So come back, feet. We're going to do one last one. Perfect position. Feet right underneath the hips. Dip, drive, split. Hang out there for a couple seconds and come back. Front foot, back foot. Perfect. So guys, hang out. I'm going to transition to the jerk bounce. All right, ladies and gents. So Pete is nice and warmed up. We went over the footwork for our split jerk. Again, remaining nice and balanced over both feet. Nice vertical torso position. Once we've done the footwork drill, warming up to the split jerk, what we're going to do next as part of our split jerk warm-up series is the jerk bounce. So you can do this out of a rig, out of a set of jerk boxes if you're fortunate enough to have them. But what Pete's going to do is unrack that barbell, get into his front rack position. His elbows are slightly in front of the barbell, not too far up, about 30 degrees, making sure it's front of the barbell. That barbell is resting on that meaty part of his shoulders, okay? He's going to start by getting into his full split stance. A lot of athletes, when they split, when they're new to the split, when they're not comfortable in that position, have a tendency to leave that front foot short and don't come forward enough. So what we're actually going to do is, once we're in that full split, we're going to bring that front foot back about a foot, and then from there we're going to dip, drive, and extend that front foot as far as we need to. Fantastic. And bring it back. Okay? And just do one more, Pete. Good. And reset. Step forward. Okay. What we want to do again is, as we dip and drive, we want to be, again, very cognizant and mindful of what's happening to our torso position, right? So we're not coming too much forward as we dip and we drive, so that bar is not getting too far out. So P's going to set up in that jerk balance setup, so he's going to come onto that foot split, bring that front foot back a little bit, okay? And then from there, he's going to dip, drive, and just slightly incline his torso forward, and bring it back, okay? And do the full split from there. There we go, perfect. So if you guys saw that, and we'll do another one just for you guys to be mindful of. See what happens to his torso. He's not coming very far forward, just enough so so that distribution between the feet is, again, 50 and 50. So if you're new to the split jerk, if you're not very comfortable in the split jerk, always start with the footwork. Throw the jerk balance in as part of your warm up, and be mindful when you receive that barbell overhead. How are you feeling? How are you shifting your feet? Adjust as necessary. What we're going to do next in our next video is some accessory work in terms of getting more stable, a little bit stronger in that jerk. I am Pawel Wencel.
Pete Nelson.
If you guys have any comments, feedback, leave them below. And as always, comment, like, subscribe, and share.